Welcome to the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard. And today we got a crazy episode. But before we get started, I need you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, and make a comment down at the bottom of the screen to let me know who y'all want to see next on the show. And we got some special guests today. We have a room full of champs from right to left. We got a room full of champs today. But before we start, man, Trevor gave me a gift way back in the day when we first started, way back in 2004. So I want to bring the gift out because it was so special to me that I got this special gift.
20 years later?
20 years later, it's crazy.
You've been holding on to this for 20 years?
Oh, Lord.
I should have known. I
got both of them. Trevor knew.
I should have known.
He already knew, but we got some champions in the building. We going to start to my right. We got the strongest, skinniest champion of all times, Trevor Ariza in the building. Yeah. And to my left, the champion himself. We played one-on-one today, y'all.
Don't spoil it.
Oh, don't spoil it. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it. He had a good game, but give it up for the YouTube King, Jesse!
Yeah, there he is.
Yes, sir. And last but not least, now y'all don't know this out here in TV land and in the world, but he was the actual cast member for 300. Y'all don't know this.
I don't know. They haven't watched the movie.
They haven't watched the movie. The reason why he didn't get a chance to do the actual, he was supposed to be Leonidas in the movie, but they said he was too tall, and he had to go play in the finals with the Bucks. Give it up for Thanasis Giannis!
Yeah. Bro, can I say something? Like, you saying my last name like that is better than every person on TV for the past, like, so long, bro.
For real?
You don't remember the first 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, they was messing it up. But I done heard your brother in your name
so many times.
So many times you can't mess it up.
What's the worst?
I appreciate you.
Get it messed up, like the worst.
All kind of thing. I did a Rambo. I didn't hear it. Watch, go look it up. Look it up.
A la Rambo.
I promise you.
People done said that. But
and then they start with the like Thanasis and Giannis. They just stuck with that, and then obviously the more you build up, the more.
It's so crazy that your name is like actually awesome. People don't know what your name means.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to, actually I'm a big movie person. You know, I love watching movies. I love Greek mythology and stuff like that. So Thanasis, for you guys at home, it means eternal one.
Sounds crazy, right? Immortal, yeah.
Immortal
Eternal,
one, or eternal. So Thanasis, he was actually a Greek god.
Powerful.
That's mad and this is why when he's on the team, they win. They got to have their eternal one. Hey, Bucks. Actually, the Bucks ain't signing him, but I have a league in Asia. It's called the Asian Tournament. You can actually come and play. Or actually, we can bring the Asian. We can bring the league to Greece, and you can show everybody how you are the
You being serious right now?
I'm being so serious.
What league is it?
I have
this business side. We're talking about business.
I have a league. It's we've been talking about it. Actually, I recruited Jess to play.
Okay.
Jesse to play in the league. We actually, the tallest player in the league now is 7'7".
Damn.
Yeah, it's the tallest player in the league. We play in 9 different countries.
Okay.
Actually, this next leg is going to be in Thailand. So we have expanded. This is our 3rd year. We've expanded each year to more countries. We had the Philippines, Taiwan, Thailand now, Mongolia, 3 parts of China, so many different parts. But we go there, we play a tournament in each part of the world so guys can actually get a chance to play and get an opportunity to get seen. Some people think if they don't make it to the NBA, that's the end-all, be-all. So we want guys to actually be seen and actually have a bigger fan base. When I went to Taiwan, it kind of opened me up to like a whole new side of the world. And I'm like, man, I want more guys to actually see this and be able to play and be a part of this because it's something special. So that's why DeMarcus has played in it. Quinn Cook has come and played over in Taiwan. We got some more guys coming to play next year. We've had some influencers come and play in the league.
Is that the one Davis played in?
Davis came and played.
So when you say you recruited me, you were actually like 100% serious.
I'm
I
dead
could play in a
serious.
match.
You could actually play not just in the match, but you could play in the league if you want to. But you would actually have to go through the whole process like everyone else. But you know, as a owner, one of the owners of the league,
As a commissioner, he's basically saying.
Yeah.
I got a
you
spot.
can too, Trevor.
What's that?
You can play. You ain't got to play that many minutes,
Play
but you
what?
still can hoop.
Never heard of it.
Basketball.
Oh,
You know you can still hoop.
yeah, I could for sure still hoop.
And you don't have to play that much. But it's just I think it's a good opportunity for the fans who haven't seen you up close. They get a chance to see you in a whole different realm because now they've watched you on TV. You know, they've seen Trevor, but now they get to see the man, the person who you are day to day because they going to follow you around everywhere you go. And it's all positive. They just want to be around that greatness that all of us have been blessed with. They just want to have an opportunity to just see it personally, and it just brings so much joy.
Wait, so how does the tournament work? Is it like single elimination or is it like over a couple months?
It's over a couple months, but each city has its own tournament. So we'll play in, let's say this next leg is in Thailand. The tournament is 8 teams. So these 8 teams will play, then they'll have a winner of that leg. Then they'll go to the Philippines and so on and so forth. And then that last city will be the biggest champion. And we're expanding.
So each city has its own 8 teams?
No, each 8 teams go to each one of these cities. So
okay,
we
got
have a
it.
team in Macau. We have a team in Hong
Macau's
Kong.
dope. Hong Kong is dope.
So we it's actually growing. You know, we really trying to obviously right now it can't compete with the NBA. We're not trying to. But our main goal is to get these guys opportunities to be seen on a bigger scale so they can go to these other countries, maybe a Greece, or, you know, they just started a league in Africa. They got the league in Israel, Puerto Rico, all these different places so these guys can get seen so they can actually get some bread and opportunity. And they can play for the love of the game because there's so much politics that come with being in the NBA and all these higher leagues. And, you know, we want to kind of take that out and just give people a chance to hoop. There's one guy in the league, he's been playing professional basketball. He was getting paid $1,500 a month. And that's like, I'm like, how? He's $1,500 a month.
Is he like that?
That's not a lot, but I'm saying he's
is he
really,
good?
really good. But he's never been seen.
I can see that. When we first started, me and Giannis used to make like 300 euros combined. But this was like third division in Greece. But this is like, we're talking about
2007.
Yeah, 9-ish before
Probably
we even
before.
like, you know, played 2-3 years. Because you got to think about to them, the what is the minimum wage is in Greece was at the time 500, 600. So making 300 wasn't crazy. Obviously, looking back now, you're like, oh my God, this is insane. How do people even play basketball? But you don't start like that. You start for the love of the game first.
Yeah.
How like coming from Greece, how is that growing up and that whole experience, like just then coming to America, like how is that?
So being in Greece, first of all, Greece is like a small country, right? It's 11 million. So it's basically like a small city, like a city here somewhere. Coming here, it's this is an interesting story actually. So first place we came actually was Atlanta, Georgia. So, you know, back home everybody's white, you know, and first place to come with, it was Atlanta. So in my head I'm like, black doctors, black lawyers, black physicals. We're doing physicals, we're going around the city. Blah, Giannis is about to get drafted, we're going around the city. I'm working now because I'm looking at if I'm going this draft or the next draft, all these other things. In my head, I'm like, oh my God, this is the U.S. This is like, you know, this is a different culture. And then, you know, ended up going to Milwaukee and experiencing, you know, New York, Milwaukee, Midwest.
Yeah.
Kind of the spread was 2 different things, you know, 2 different things. But I'll tell you one thing. We're a small country, but we have a big tradition when it comes to like sports, right? And you see that with national team in basketball, soccer now, we beat France. And at the time, those years we played against you guys, that 04 or 05 actually shaped.
Oh, those some good teams.
Yeah, shaped the way we look at basketball. I don't think like me and Giannis play basketball if it's not for seeing all these guys play against you guys, seeing Papa Lucas, Spanoulis, Baby Shaq playing against
Baby
you guys.
Shaq. You kind of look like Baby
No,
Shaq.
I don't look like
So you remember Baby Shaq?
Papa
look like Baby
Nicolau.
Shaq?
I remember
Papa Nicolau, that's
He was
that's
nice.
my dog right
Yeah.
there.
Did he play in the league?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played
he played with Houston.
Yeah, he was
played with
nice.
us.
He was nice.
Houston.
He was in Houston. Yeah, he
Lefty,
was.
lefty.
Yeah.
He was
Lefty.
nice.
Yeah.
He was nice.
So, like, those guys shaped kind of us saying, like, oh, man, we got to play basketball. Get to the EuroLeague level, to, like, being, like, we called it national player, being, televised. And then, obviously, the NBA was a life changer. It was just, bro, if we go to the NBA, we serve our family. That was the most important thing. So, but, yeah.
Do y'all be watching a lot of the games right now that's going on?
In, what do you mean, NBA?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I haven't
Yeah.
watched like a full game this season. I feel
You
like
miss
the
it.
biggest
You're missing.
casual ever.
I think it's been probably tough for probably like me and Trev because,
Yeah, you guys see
Basketball's
different.
completely different
yeah.
now than
Yeah.
than when we started.
The league miss you guys, by the
we
way.
seen the
I'll tell you
league
that.
transition from playing one way to playing another way to playing even now a different way.
Yeah.
So we seen a lot of basketball, and some things are exciting. A lot of it is theatrics, but again, the game, what the stars are, I feel like it is in a good place, and it can grow. We just hope to see the star players. Me personally, I want to see them play more, and kind of, get away from like, oh, I practice this day, we played it back to back, and sit out for a game or
We
two.
never
I
could
don't,
do that.
That's-
Yeah,
that's-
I don't want to
that's-
see
that's-
that.
But we
that's
could
the-
never do that though, like, because me and Trev is crazy. In high school, we was playing it just when we met. And then when we got to the league, we was on the same team in Orlando. Then was on the same team in Houston. Then was on the same team in L.A. But when we started in
DC too.
and D.C., but that's crazy. When we started, though, we had a crazy coach when it came to practice and all that stuff. So
Who's the coach?
That's so crazy that you mentioned that, bro, because I was gonna ask you, who do you feel is like the person that kind of like shaped your like
Stan.
exactly Stan Van Gundy.
Stan Van Gundy.
He what he did for you, dog, he pushed you like to be
Yeah.
everything that you
Yeah.
ended up
Yeah.
being.
He did.
Like early.
He
because he
did.
didn't allow you to take plays off. He didn't allow you to powder bitch about
Mm-hmm.
shit. He didn't like he made you live up to your greatness.
He did.
And I don't know if like I
He
mean
did.
you probably have, but I don't know if I haven't heard it like you ever talk about that like that. But I don't know.
About Stan?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, because everybody's always tried to talk about me and Stan and the situation where he got fired and stuff like that. And they kind of try to go to the negative side. But Stan was really on me. Like,
sure.
Like he was on your head.
but it was in a great way, like, because he saw what I could be and where I could be, and he pushed me to the limit. Like, he didn't take no breaks on me. And I ain't take no breaks for myself, but he was like really on me, like, and then he put it on my, like, he let everybody know in front of the whole team, like, come on, Dwight.
When you was bullshitting for
Yeah,
sure.
he
Did it
didn't
ever
play.
get,
Do you
like,
remember
too
that?
much?
Do you remember that chart he had where every 2 minutes or every other time down the court you had to get a rebound, or every third time down the court you had to at least touch the ball, but
had
if you
to get
didn't
down the floor.
yeah, if you didn't
Yeah.
get down the floor, if
Pick
you
and
didn't
roll.
get the rebound, if you didn't set good screens, everything was kind of like off the table. So that when I'm like seeing it and looking back on it, you understand it. Like he saw something. in
he
you,
did.
and he
And I didn't
demanded
understand it.
You did not.
I didn't understand
What
it.
year was this for you? What year
This had to be
3 or 4.
the third or fourth year. Yeah, probably like 08, 09.
Yep.
I think it was a lot of ego, a lot of being young and immature, a lot of listening to outside noise,
just everything that didn't matter was in a way of just locking in, looking back on it. But Stan was really an awesome coach. Like, as far as having you prepared, that's one thing I talk to my kids about, and I know Trevor does too, is being prepared, like how that leads to success. And Stan had us prepared, like over-prepared.
We was wearing knee pads and shoot around.
Knee pads, ankle braces, tape ankles. We going
you going
2 hours.
Hour and a half,
Yeah.
2 hour shoot around.
Yeah, he went over every player, even the players that didn't play.
Like, if they didn't even get in the game, just think about this.
Yeah,
We're going over
2000,
all the
2010,
players.
2010s,
So is
Yeah.
that like not as much a thing in the NBA? anymore?
No.
Like,
Oh,
it's
that's the
way more
2000s
chill?
and 2010s.
No, it's
like
not.
When I got drafted, it was like that.
But it changed. It's
2014,
just-
and then it just changed like this.
Like all the teams?
Bro, listen. There's a story. I'm working out. By the way, I have a story for you, Trev. So, I on a side mission right now. Listen. So I get drafted from Phil Jackson, right? And he calls me in the office, and he says, "This is your comparisons." And there's two guys, and it's Dennis Rodman. He's like tenacity, grit, get in your face, and it's Trev. The other guy's Trev, and he's like, "Those are the guys." I'm like, "Yes, these are the guys." Greg Hodges comes in. Come on the court, shooting. So they have me like, so when I was doing that program, lit, bro. I was defending. I knew my spot. 3 and D. That's it. They know simplify. 3 and D. Let me go. Put me out there. Then I don't want to say the coach's name. So I'm working with another coach. So I airball a shot. He's like, give me 10 push-ups. So I'll do 10. Then while I'm shooting, I airball another shot. Not airball. Or bus, I would go there like over. I'm getting strong.
You shot the ball over the goal?
Just lifting.
Over the goal because, bro, I'm shooting, and then let's say I airball. If I keep doing push-ups, I'm getting strong. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm shoot.
That's like my jump
So
shot.
yeah. So listen to this. So this happened like 5-6 times, and every time this happens, I'm doing from 10 to 20, from 20 to 30. I'm going like up in the push-ups. So it's basically a trap. He's just doing it just to do it. I'm talking about like 2010s now, kind of. Melo comes in. Looks at me. He's like, "Hey man, what are you doing? Like, he's gonna shoot over. Like, you making him do push-ups." And I think there was a thin line between the like, I'm gonna be rough on you, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be this
Out of coach, yeah.
out of character on you, to like, we're working. You know, the double work, the shoot around. So 2 hours, young guys will still do play groups. I mean, playing against each other while everybody's in.
That's how we did when we was coming in, but it was I kind of miss it though.
Me too. It was no such
miss
thing
it,
as
yeah.
days off. Like,
At all.
if you was, so to be called or considered a veteran, it was at least 7 years, right? And if 5 years was like the threshold, like if things were optional or not. So if you had underneath 5 years and it was a back-to-back and it's a scheduled day off, there's no such thing as days off. You got to get in the gym and work on something.
Every day.
If you play, if you contribute, go get treatment, get in the weight room, shoot, free throws, something. But you can't just
do nothing.
do nothing.
It's still, I know you wanted to ask something. It's still a thing though about the treatment you said. Like,
Yeah.
like I remember I couldn't even be at the if you're a rookie, you can't even be close to the table if the vets, you know what I'm saying? If the vets are there, you just like
What's
what
your
are
turn?
you doing at the table, man? You just got here, bro.
Get out of here.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
But then they was telling us back then we ain't need treatment because we was so young. Because when I came in, I was 18, you was 19.
We was
the
same age, 18.
That's so crazy.
What? So
18.
why do you guys think it changed? Like the way
Everything changed.
Everything in the world changed.
Everything
It's just-
changed. Everything. But
That's
it's,
Was there a
you
reason?
got. I mean, everything is obviously going to change, but we have to. They kept telling us we have to adapt to what's going on, and we was in a place where people had seen us play a certain way for so long that even if we tried to adapt, it would look out of character. So Trevor was 3-and-D. But if you ever watch Trevor play, he can do way more than that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what, when he came into the league, first he was all defense and slashing. That was it. When he played in Orlando, that's the only thing Coach Stan wanted him to do. But he didn't shoot back then because Stan Stan would get mad about you
Stan
missing.
would be fucking pissed.
If he missed.
Trevor, what are you? Dwight, talk to him, goddamn shit!
Oh my God.
Yo,
He used to be pissed.
he used to be pissed, and
That's missing though. I really believe that. I really think like that's missing.
Well,
I'm not
the-
saying like
the-
only
the,
Stan, but I'm saying like the
passion?
animation.
No,
Like in Europe,
what
we
I
still
think-
have that. Like
So to me, what it is like everybody plays a role, right? And we don't have. So nowadays, I feel like everybody kind of sugarcoats like what that individual does, can't do, or should do, and then like your ego gets, comes into play and it gets bigger. So you thinking you can do something, and everybody else know you can't do the shit that you think you can do, right? So it ends up being a disservice to yourself and your team. So you end up sitting on the bench, you end up moving, you end up, it kind of messes you up. What we was privileged to was having vets, having coaches, and having people in the front office that was able to tell you like the naked truth.
keep
who
it
you think
accountable.
who you think your best vet was?
My best vet?
That's probably tough with all the vets who you done probably had.
I had a lot of good ones.
Yeah,
Steph was a great one for me. Stephon Marbury.
Steph Marbury.
He was like, to me, the beginning of like everything, because although he was like he had the swagger, he had like the star power, but the one thing that he also had was like he told the truth about things, like from basketball all the way all to like off the court shit. Like, dude, why you doing that? Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Take your ass to the gym.
For real?
Yeah, fool. You just so one time, I remember we may have been somewhere and he was like, bro, this is like the 5th game on, because back then when you didn't dress, you had to sit out 5 games. So he said,
What?
yeah, if you were on the inactive list, it wasn't 1 game on and 1 game
It's
off.
5 games?
It was 5 games.
Over with.
I was Royal Rumble in practice.
Right.
Like, nah.
So,
Royal Rumble every day. What you talking about?
Everything.
so I'm on the team. I'm 19 years old at this point, and everybody else is like max players. So I'm on the inactive list. We're in Chicago. Now, mind you, I'm like, man, fuck all this shit. I'm not playing. I mean, I'm pissed. So I'm doing whatever. He comes to me after shoot around. He's like, dude, like, you fucking yourself. Get your ass in the gym, work extra. Yeah, we understand you can play. You're here for a reason. But if you're not gonna like pay your dues or put in your work, nobody's gonna care or hear about nothing you gotta say because you're not showing them that you're not showing them that you are earning this. You just here, and that stuck with me.
Man.
So when we landed back in New York, I went straight to the gym. Me and my partners, we went to the gym. We got in probably like 1:30. Went to the gym. Stayed in the gym till about maybe 4:30, and then one of my homeboys who's actually like really huge in the pod space mall. We all in the gym. He's rebounding. We gym shooting whatever. Then when we go home, we straight on to Call of Duty. What else we got to do? Call of Duty. Then back to practice for 10 o'clock. So, the things that I was blessed enough to have older guys who kept my mind right because they wanted to see me succeed.
Love this story, bro. Love this story.
Just as a influencer, you think that you could do damage in the NBA? You'd be the first influencer that could make it to the NBA and do damage.
Like, no.
Why not? You gotta have some belief in yourself, man.
I played 2 years of high school. Like, I've tried to make it to the league. I tried out for the Warriors. They said no. But to be fair, I got a shoulder injury mid-practice.
Okay.
Tryout, so, that's there. And then I tried out for Ignite, the G League team, and I spent a whole week there. And, bro, I was so mad. So, like, they had a game, and they were down 30, and I was suited up, and the coach didn't put me in.
Oh,
Man, who was the
dang.
coach then?
Hart.
Jay Hart?
Jason.
Oh,
Jay
He
Hart.
ain't put you in the
He
game
didn't
at
put
all.
me-
He
but-
didn't put you
But
in.
He didn't put me in. They were down 30, bro. Don't you think he should put me in?
I go, Cal, we coached you, bro, in the celebrity game.
Yes.
I remember me and my brothers coached you. you can play. If you couldn't, I would have said, okay, you can play. I've seen it, but now that was a celebrity game. It wasn't professional. Don't.
That was something different.
That's different. That is different.
Low-key, we would have lost without me, bro. I was a hustle player. I was getting all the rebounds. I was passing the ball.
You was playing hard. Like, we needed you in the game.
Yeah, and I fouled out, which I feel like that shouldn't be a thing in the
Celebrity
In
game?
a celebrity game.
I fouled out.
No, it gotta
You
be
a
because
hack, huh?
a lot of football players be playing celebrity game. They be hacking.
DK
Bro,
played
for
for us.
real.
Huh?
Who had DK Metcalf play for us? He actually won
DJ
the.
He was a
Metcalf?
beast.
Oh, he
yeah,
he's a
yeah.
beast.
Y'all favorite too. You look like DJ. What's his name? Metcalf. How you
yeah.
say
Wes, don't say that, bro. Everybody keeps saying that, and Wesley Matthews started it. And
Damn.
You look like Wesley Matthews too.
Oh,
Wesley baby Shaq from Greece.
you know-
it's 3 people.
you know, it's so crazy. So me, Drew, Wes, we play ones and practice and stuff like that. And you know how you have like the top 5 metrics, right? Top 5 in grip strength, like jumping or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we all like top 5. So we all like kind of have the same routine of working out. And one time I walked in and I'm looking at Drew, and Drew like is in the punching machine, and he got huge thighs too. Like he's like a kind of NFL type of player. I'm like, man, we low key have some NFL type of athleticism with the
Yeah,
Bucks, you know.
yeah.
And you don't see that till like you don't have it, right? You don't see that till it's gone. But like the past 5-6 years, we've been really like big and athletic.
Yeah.
I feel like as a team, but you know that was the same.
you know what that reminded me of? When I went to try out for Ignite, we were in the strength room and they had all the tests for the different players and they had all the metrics. And one of the machines, like you sat down and had a bar and you had to press up with your calves. Bro, I'm not lying. I had the second strongest calves on the team.
Man,
Bro, I'm serious. It's
I
just
see you
bro,
trying to
look at my
dunk, man. You
calves.
even dunk.
I did that
Hey, yo,
360
that's a good
dunk.
question.
You seen that?
Who's the best strength coach you think you've had?
Ooh,
I want to hear that.
It's
I
in the
wanna hear that.
vlog, though.
That's
I'm not lying. I'm
tough.
just saying.
I can't. No, that's tough.
should put the-
I'm
It's
gonna
been-
go with Jafar.
Jafar is in Houston.
Yes, he's in
Jafar.
Minnesota now. By the way,
Jafar is tough.
He's
his name
swole.
ain't really Jafar.
I
but-
know who you talking about. Mick was good in Orlando. My first string
Mick.
coach. He got me right. You remember when he
I remember
hit me
Joe.
in the chest and told me to get the hell up and get in the weight room because I was playing around one day.
I remember Joe. I remember.
Joe.
You know who your best strength coach was? Bo Outlaw.
Bo Outlaw was my teammate.
And strength coach?
But nah, Bo Outlaw, no lie. He might be the skinniest, strongest player to ever be in the NBA. He's like Deontay Wilder, but imagine swole.
Like an action figure.
Like a
kid.
real action figure. And he was like your type energy times 100.
What?
Yeah.
That's who your coach should have
told
told
me.
you. His coach should have told him to mirror Trevor and Bo Outlaw. For real, Bo Outlaw.
had the best energy ever. For
Best
real. Every day
energy,
he comes
every
in
day.
happy, smiling.
Yes, sir.
Every single
That's how
day.
you- That's how you gotta be, man.
On 10, actually on 20.
Hey, no, seriously though, Bo started in the NBA as a forward, like a 3-man.
Okay.
So like I think we might be the same height,
Yes.
and he ended his career
As a center.
as a 5.
Damn.
That's
Yes.
that lets you know like he really wanted to, because some players get a, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden get a ick of like, nah, I only play the 3. Like I'm full comfortable being a bigger guy, but like get down there, bro. Get down the block.
He can play anybody.
He can.
He can play anybody. And then he had a twin, Darryl Armstrong.
Mind you, he said he had a twin and I believed him. Other way of saying like,
Do you know who Darryl Armstrong is?
No.
Y'all that young.
no, I'm not.
Who is that?
I'm 92, so I ain't
Darryl
really.
Armstrong.
Sounds like
he,
a
played, he
astronaut.
played in the
He really that
NBA.
young.
He was in the dunk contest. He tried to do the 360, put the arm, but he came. No, he missed the dunk in the dunk contest. Y'all don't know who Darryl Armstrong is?
He's a
I
guard.
feel like I
First of
never
all,
saw
he's
his
a
play.
guard.
To my case, right? I'm not from here, so I really grew up.
You
with
just said earlier that
AAU college.
You
and
just said
et cetera.
earlier that you love basketball.
Yeah,
and
but
you
I
watch
didn't
basketball
got
all the
money
time.
for cable, but I'm watching Greek League. I'm watching. I got
I
money.
told you they was only making 500 together.
Yeah.
They ain't
That
got
was
money
back
for that.
then.
Yeah, that's when
But
he
they got
then, that's
NBA
what I-
History Channel now. I know you watch that.
No, they got to pay cable. Now I'm watching. Now, obviously, now it's
You never heard of Darryl
Bro, I
Armstrong?
know. And I feel like I learned all my NBA history from playing 2K, and I swear, bro, he must have been kind of buns because I don't ever recall his
He
cards.
said he's buns.
Shut his mic off, bro.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't
remember his
No,
card.
hold on.
I'm not buns. That was me. I
Nah,
apologize.
he wasn't
I
like
apologize.
one of the coldest players, but him and Bo Outlaw was kind of like if Bo Outlaw was a point guard, it was Darryl Armstrong because they kind of played similar, and they end up playing on the same team with the Magic. That's how we probably know so much about them because of Magic history. We had so much history together playing on Orlando. Then me and him playing against each other in the finals.
I was so happy we played y'all in the finals.
And I was so mad they beat us.
I was so happy that we whooped y'all ass. We didn't just beat y'all. We literally fucked y'all up.
Y'all cheated one game.
Nah, we
Because
beat y'all
the
ass.
ostrich, he
The ostrich?
goaltended.
Talking about Pal.
I mean, Pau Gasol, I did not say that out loud. Pau
Paul
Gasol.
is
Paul
is the
fucked
GOAT
him
to
up.
us. Paul is the GOAT to us.
He's legitimately the GOAT for
The
real.
GOAT.
Nah, he is tough.
Pal
He dunked on me when he was in.
fucking y'all up.
He dunked on me when we played. When he played in Memphis, he dunked on me.
Man,
Young
a lot of
Pal.
people dunked on you, fool.
You
No,
know what's up?
not like how Pal dunked on me.
No, nobody dunked on you how Bean dunked on you.
Pal might have been second.
I don't know.
Let me tell you what Trevor used
That
to
was
do.
like
Before
first,
we
second,
get
and
back
third.
to me getting dunked on, let's talk. Trevor, when Trevor used to dunk on folks, he used to like, for real, he used to street fighter kick him in the. That's why, for real.
When you finish,
Watch the
I got something
videos.
to do.
Have
I'll
you
tell
seen
you.
these
I'll
videos?
tell you.
If y'all haven't seen these videos of Trevor, look it up. Go to YouTube. Trevor Ariza dunking. Everybody he dunk on, he lift his foot up and boost off their leg like that or their body.
Trying to go up.
I'm telling you,
I don't know, bro.
Like a ladder.
you call Okafor like that. Yes, you
You
did.
know what? I don't think I like intentionally did that. You know, you just when you jump,
No.
you just kind of raise
No,
your
you do that. You're the only one who does that. Trevor,
whatever, man.
I've been watching you do it since high school.
Whatever, bro.
You don't believe me?
I believe you. I didn't say I didn't agree.
Look up Trevor Ariza highlights, and you will see kick dunks on all of them. I'm telling you, you think I'm playing.
Oh man.
I'm trying
Man.
to picture how that would even look. Like,
How just like how
you
I just did it.
like in midair, like
Kick dunk, remember?
Maybe a little bit of boost. I mean, if you
You
put
get
your
a
leg out, you
boost. That's
probably
what he
get
was
up higher.
A
doing.
little something.
He trying to act real modest now because he got the dreads. They long, the locks is long. Mine stopped growing. We started getting locks at the same time. But
He bit me. You did, bro.
what do you mean?
You decided that once I said I was gonna do it, you was gonna do it.
No, that's not true. You know how you get you and your partner deciding to do something like, hey, I'm gonna grow my locks out, man. Yeah, I'm gonna grow my. That's how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
No, you didn't, man. Is that what he just said? No.
Hi, Doug. I mean,
Man, get out of here. So, if you was to play now, if your career started now, do you think
he making $200 million, by the way, before he starts. We'll go.
that's true? Do you? How do you think you would play in this era now? Would you try to play the same
As them?
as how they play now, or you would play your style?
I think for me, well, I just feel like I can adapt to anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, whatever the current time or style is, I feel like I would probably do, but in my own little way.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is, I think I would try to play every single game. So when I was coming up, the understanding was the best ability is to be availability. And, you know, I'm a competitor and I like to compete. Like a dislocated finger, sore ankle, migraine, anything. I'm trying to get through that because I want to compete. I want to play. And I think the players are, I don't want to say like soft because I don't think that's the right word. I think they're just, you know, their understanding or mentality is different. You know, they think about longevity, I guess, but what, you know, our careers lasted,
we lasted
a long
longer
time.
because of
The work
the
that
way we
put in.
work, the
Yeah.
way
Because of
we
training.
work. Yeah, I think now because they don't, I think it's reversed. Guys are not training. Just as hard as they supposed to. I can't say they're not training as hard because I don't know what these guys are doing, but
the school,
we was doing
It's
so
more
much.
medicine than
You said it's more medicine.
than actual like will. Fool.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, no,
personally.
it's both. I'm telling you, it's a mix. I see this every day because you know so like we're four brothers. We all play basketball, right? So I've seen it in different levels from G League, NBA, overseas, and you guys play so much growing up that now guys who are, they come to the league and they really just want to play games. They really don't want to practice. Meanwhile, people who practice have more longevity, and you put medicine and you put treatment and hyperbaric and this and that, and all of a sudden you become this. You don't get tired, right? You know, you just do it and don't get tired.
Do you remember when they first started putting that
The heart rate monitor.
the tracker?
I
on
was
you?
so mad about that. I was like, man, it don't
fuck is
fit,
this,
man.
man?
Get this off of me.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to wear a tracker in practice? Y'all, I can tell y'all when I'm tired. Y'all got to look at a tracker.
That was deeper than that, though, right? That was the.
I think that was so they could start making sure guys don't get paid and all.
I don't
all
think so.
type other stuff.
I think it was more than that, possibly,
Yes,
but
yes.
more than that. I think what they started trying to do was try to like gauge when you're gonna get hurt. That's what I believe.
They
So
was
what
doing
did they
too
tell
much.
y'all when they like gave it to you? Like
They
the
just said
reasoning?
put them on, put these on.
Oh, they give you a reason.
Well, he just
They just
well,
said, put it on.
I used to ask hella questions, and knowing, bro, he does ask questions, but I used to actually ask more questions than him. So
No, you didn't.
I definitely ask more questions than you
When?
every single time.
How you know you ask more questions than me?
Because when somebody says something to you, this is what you do. Man, no.
I do that in front of y'all, but you don't think I go back and do my own research and make sure I see what's
On your
going
own,
on?
I asked
Yeah.
the direct question.
Yeah,
Right,
but
right.
sometimes when you
What
talking
is this
to
for?
the person directly, they might tell you all the answers. So I'm gonna ask them questions, and I'm gonna go back and fact check because people can tell you anything to your face, and you know that.
Fact.
So I'm gonna have to go back and make sure what they saying is right. So I'm gonna give them the whole game like I ain't paying attention, like I'm hee ha ha and caca and all that. But I'm listening. These little ears can hear, man.
But
I
are
heard
you
a rat
questioning?
piss on cotton the other day.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I
Y'all-
never heard anyone argue about who questions more.
Me and him just, this is how we been, like, forever since
Yeah.
2000.
I know how to get under his skin.
He do not, he about to do it again. He about to do it again. Dang.
Yeah.
He do. That's how they won when we played them in the finals. It was Trevor.
Damn. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Got under my skin. I couldn't make no dunks.
You were a hack too, by the way. I got this picture of me getting ready to dunk on your ass.
And you
your
tried to
whole-
kick punch me.
Your whole hand, God, hey. Your
Yeah, my whole hand hit you.
Was right. And
Yes.
didn't call foul.
You tried to kick punch me. I
Oh,
mean,
I did
kick
not.
dunk me. Every time you went up like this, I was like, I gotta do this. Trev, you do.
You're a hack, bro.
I am.
Okay.
He a hack too.
Well, don't look at me.
And you
a
a
hack,
hack too,
bro.
Jess.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I come from the era. This is how we play. You ain't finna do nothing with me. I promise you, bro. I don't care how you feel.
Why do people talk so much trash about saying they could beat you in basketball
They
online
can try.
and
I
everywhere?
promise you, they'll be
I'm saying,
embarrassed.
but why
That's what
does-
they do.
No, sometimes, so it depends. Like sometimes, like last year, I was hurt and stuff like that. So I would have like low lights and stuff like that, bullshit. And then somebody started a trend like, "Oh yeah, I could
I
be in
could
the
be
NBA."
on- yeah.
And then in my head, I'm like, "Bro." And then they see me up close, they're like, "Hey, that motherfucker big as shit." Like, I'm like, what? I could literally grab with one hand, just hold you down, bro.
See,
Like,
I told
seriously.
y'all. I
Seriously.
told y'all he was in the casting for 300. He was supposed to be
No.
Leonidas.
But I am telling you, it's just, and that, you know what? That really gets me mad. Not because of me. I don't care about. I'm from Greece. I'll do my thing. I'm a business. Like I really do my thing. It's more of like, how easy do you think the NBA is? Like, bro, I get that. It's easier for you, say for you, Trevor, to be like, oh man, this guy, I could be there. Or, you've done this. You have like proof. Like you've done this. You've been this guy, right? But for somebody who has no idea of what guys are go through daily,
Yeah.
from practices to GMs to people telling you the next. Bro, do you understand? I could just be sitting down here, and all of a sudden, my agent calls me like, "Hey man, you know Phoenix,
got traded.
you know what's going on now." And you're like, damn. Then you got to go talk with your vet, like, hey, bro, they saying this about me. What you think? Blah blah blah. You know, this is what's going on. Like, people don't understand that. If I told this person today, like, hey, you got to move to Minnesota, this man's whole life would collapse. Bro, I got kids, family. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So you just think it's so easy. It's mind-boggling. Like, if it was so easy, so why you don't do it?
It
Why
ain't
you don't do?
easy.
Why you can't be like Dwight? Why you can't be like Trev? Why you can't be like Jesse? Why can't you just be no seriously? Why you can't be like him? I'm sure everybody would love to. Everybody. There's no
But
way.
everybody don't want to work and they don't have the same drive and passion
Yes.
and will that we do. Because
Yes.
all of us come from different backgrounds. But look what we've done with where we've gotten to.
100%.
And that's because of, like I said, the will, the drive, the passion, where Travis come from and what he's been able to do, the longevity of him playing in the NBA. 18 years. 18 years, that's a very long time to play in the NBA, and people don't understand how hard and the sacrifice that you have to do this for this long. You sacrificing family time, friends time, all time, really. You know, you sacrificing all this time just for one goal, and that's to win a championship. So, you know, with you doing what you can, you know, you need to let everybody know your story on the show, like where you come from, how you gotten your success, because you had to have some type of passion and drive. You could have stopped when the Warriors told you no. You could have stopped when the Ignite told you no. You could have stopped after high school. You could have stopped at a young age and said, I don't want to do this, but something told you to keep going, and it got you to where you're at today.
I will say I've retired the NBA dream, though.
Well, that's fine, maybe, but see, the thing is, that wasn't what your purpose was, but by you going down that path, it took you to your purpose.
Yeah.
It was a reason why you had to do what you had to do to get to where you had to get to. So if you didn't try to go to the NBA, it wouldn't have gave you that passion, that will to say, and that desire to say, know what, it didn't work, but I'm finna make this work. Because that's what we all had to do. Everybody was telling us we couldn't make it, we not gonna make it, we too little, we too small, whatever it may be. Our school's too small, you from the hood, you from Greece. Whatever the excuse was that everybody else had, all of us had those happen. So, like, who and what shaped and molded you to get to where you are today?
Yeah, I would say for YouTube, like growing up, I was just like, I loved YouTube. Like, I didn't watch TV, so I was just so into it. And then when I found out you could be a YouTuber for a career when I was like 12, I was like, oh my God, I want to do this. And then that's just like all I did. Like, I would just watch YouTube videos every day, and then like it's like all I wanted to do. Like full time, because it was like my hobby, so I would just edit all the videos, and I was like 12. But the thing is, like at the time, YouTube wasn't like a cool thing.
Wasn't popping, yeah.
So like it was like when people in school found out I started making videos, they would like play it in class, and it's like me, like 13, commentating, screaming, and then like even the teacher played it in the classroom, and
That's
I wanted
tough.
to die. I literally wanted to die
That's
because I was
tough.
such a shy kid too. And I remember when I was on the basketball team, like when I was a freshman, the varsity team would play my videos, like at study hall and stuff. And I would be so embarrassed that like I didn't stop doing it, stop making videos because I loved it. And then I just kept at it. And then in like later in high school, it just started like picking up like crazy in 2015. So, and I was like, I'm gonna leave high school early and just go make videos because it's what I love
So
to
you
do.
left high school and went to the pros for YouTube.
Yeah, basically.
That's
Hold
fine.
on, hold on,
When
hold
did
on.
you get your
This-
first gold
wait,
plaque?
Before you ask this, before the gold plaque, this is a really, really educated question. Hold up, bro. When did you leave school to go to YouTube?
So I didn't go senior year, so I was 17.
Okay.
You didn't
I
go,
thought-
you didn't go.
Yeah,
you-
in my head, I'm thinking like way young. I'm like, oh, you gotta go to
from
school.
17, you went straight to YouTube.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
so
full
yeah.
time
Cra-
YouTube.
That's crazy.
Because the kids, like my son, like they all love YouTube, and that's all they be saying. They want to be on YouTube, and I have to take a step back for a second because I'm like, man, they need to get out here and work. Like this is what we had to do. But then it's like now you kind of gotta be able to do a little bit of both. So yes, they need to do sports and physical activities, but the YouTube and all these other things is ways that they could also provide for themselves and then make like they used to tell us when we was coming up into the league, residual income, many different things to provide residual income. So, man, that's big ups, man. How many streamers and subscribers and stuff have you broken records and all that stuff?
I think we're at like 22 million subscribers.
22 million subscribers.
Let's go.
That's more than NBA teams.
I know a lot of people.
No,
a lot of people
I think
have
we passed
asked
the NBA subscribers. Actually.
You passed the NBA subscribers.
On
That's
YouTube.
crazy.
On
Now I won't
YouTube.
ask. I never ask nobody for money. People never ask you for. You ask people for money.
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna ask them for no money neither, but I'm gonna ask them for 1 million
Some
subscribers. Give me 1 million, man. What's up, man?
Everybody
Give me 1 million,
watching
man.
needs to subscribe right now.
That's crazy,
What?
man. 22 M's.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so how did this? Just talk about how the dream started. Like, what was the
Break
the
the moment.
the break it? Yeah, the mission.
Well, bro, the dream was always to hit like 1 million subscribers because
Mm-hmm.
when I first started, like no one had like 10 million. But like nowadays, like Mr. Beast has like 300 million. So
Ooh, Lord,
that's just
mercy.
insane. But so I mean,
300 M's.
yeah, he's
Bro.
insane. But the goal was always like 1 million. So like that was always like the overarching goal, and that took so many years to get. So when I finally like hit 1 million, I was like, I made it. Like this was the ultimate goal. So almost after 1 million, it's like everything is like the cherry on top. But then once we hit 1 million, we kept saying like, oh, let's go for 10 million. And then it almost like felt impossible at the time because we were gaining like 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers a month, like slow, consistent growth. But then over time, like YouTube's become so much more global, like different audiences and everything. And then especially when they added like short form content too, it just was like such a bigger reach. And then
Yeah.
everything just kind of went crazy the last couple of years.
That's so amazing. The fact that you had this vision and you actually brought it to life, and then you brought this team in who was actually able to see the vision that you had and implement it, and now it's blowing up. It's crazy. You got the mini
Appreciate
hoops. You got.
Yeah.
I be rocking your hoodies and stuff back home.
Let's go.
So
I didn't know that.
shout
Let's
out
go.
for thank you for the hoodies.
Yes, sir.
But you got the mini hoops, the basketball goals. You got a whole basketball court. You hold dunk contests. Like you have really changed the game, and also not just changed the game in my eyes, for me, and Trevor, because he's my age, but like my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 children. And, it's very hard in these times. And Trevor will tell you, try to find good examples for our children to really watch. And I know another guy that's a YouTube person, and a lot of people hate him, but I respect what he's done, is Jake Paul.
Mm.
A lot of people hate him.
A lot of people
lot
do
of
hate him.
people do.
That's
hate
my why?
No, I
Just
love
because
him.
of the way he carries himself, or
I
what
I
he's
think
the-
it's the
the way
fact
he
that
came
he's
up
successful and that people don't like to see people be successful. So they hate the fact that he's doing all this stuff. He's knocking out old boxers. Trevor, you should box him.
Who, me?
Yeah, you can really box.
Bro, I'm not a purse fighter. I'm a prize fighter.
What does that mean?
He say he not a ring fighter.
I don't fight for money.
he'll fight outside the
No,
ring.
that means
That's dangerous.
That's what that means.
That's hard.
Hey, that's what that means. Come on, fans. If y'all, the subscribers, because we just got 1 million. We just got 1 million subscribers. Just put in the comments if y'all think Trevor mean he's a real street fighter. You are a street fighter. What's the street fighter? Y'all ever play Street Fighter? He's Dowson. The one with hot fire. That's him.
By the way,
It's not the ball head.
you're goofy as hell.
You should fight Nick Young.
You should
That
fight
would be a
Nick
good
Young.
fight.
hey,
He was
No.
fighting.
But
can I say the story? I was saving it for my podcast, but I can just say it right now
Yeah.
because we're playing playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor, listen to this, or you'll lose your mind. Listen to this. And I'm on the bench. We're playing against Miami. Mind you, we lost last year, the year before, so we fighting demons right now. We had a chance. Seriously, we're fighting demons because we had a chance not to pick them, but we decided to pick them on the 3-6 to play them because we had to go through adversity. So we play them. I don't know if it's the game 1 or game 2. I think Giannis is he's having a good game, and he goes for a layup or something like that. I think Trev fouls him, right? So it's cool, foul, grab, and then does a push up off him. That's like not even a joke. a legit push-up. I don't see it. So I'm calm as shit. So I don't see that. I'm like, we're playing. I go to the locker room. I was like, oh, you saw that? So what happened? He said, you didn't see Trevor push off? I said, you lie. I'm shaking. I'm like, you lie. So in my head, I'm like, damn, that's my guy. I look at it. Why are you pushing off? So I'm heated. I'm like, boss, why do I say that's my guy? I don't know him. But my whole draft process, my whole thing with New York
Was
is
about Trevor. Yeah,
it's Trevor. The guy's 3-and-D and playing. I'm like, damn.
Now I gotta hate
But
you. Right?
no, listen. And then I'm like, yeah, I would have did the same thing. I ain't letting nobody score on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't letting nobody, which is true. And I was so glad when Tony told me like, hey man, Trevor might be here. You guys might be here. I was like, oh yeah, I'm rocking. But the reason I say that is because you're saying about fighting, bro. There is no way, like with your reputation, who you are, like people could pay money to see you in the ring, bro.
Yeah, but
Money.
Money can't be like a motivating factor.
Of course,
No,
of
it
course
can't,
not.
yeah.
No, I'm just saying that when you said prize or something like, bro.
But we got to get somebody to knock Jake Paul out because just think about all the things he's done. He just beat Mike Tyson. He had Mike Tyson biting his glove the whole fight. Did you see the
Pissed.
fight?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson really wanted to hit him, but they said you can't win the fight. He had to lose.
For real?
I'm just talking. I should not say that. Do not believe me, but I think that
conspiracy.
might be a conspiracy theory that's true.
That's funny
No,
you
he's
said
too
that.
old.
because
That's crazy.
I fouled him, right?
You remember the
remember
moment?
that. I do remember I fouled him. I fouled him. And I'm like, damn, like, you all right? Because I'm not intentionally fouling him to hurt him. I just trying to,
yeah, of
that
course.
motherfucker's strong as shit. And he was like
You have to.
extra strong at this point. Like you said, he was fighting demons or something. Cause
the whole team was like, we really was gearing up for this. Like, because Miami, like, always been, not only it's not a rivalry, because you don't really have rivals in the NBA, but the way they build their team, like, the physicality.
Yeah.
Because physicality comes with mental toughness. People look at me and go like, hey, you're really mentally, no, it's not, I'm physically strong as well.
Yeah.
You got to be both to be,
Yeah.
there. So just us getting up like, no, Jamie's coming, Trev, these guys. And we got to like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember that, and I'm like, "Yo, you all right?" He didn't answer me. He just acted like he didn't hear me. So I said, "You know what, man? Fuck you then." Like I just pushed it.
I promise you,
know
I don't
Trevor
think
get
he would
hot.
have said something. I think he was just looking at the ref.
Yeah, he probably didn't. He probably didn't hear me.
it. You would have said, "No, I'm cool." Like, trust me.
Do y'all think they need to let players fight for like
No,
in the NBA for like
no,
15 seconds?
no.
And I'm that type
15
of.
seconds.
I don't think.
But that
so.
is a long time. I thought about 15 seconds in a fight is a long
I
time.
think no, bro. I think because the game is growing in such a way, and the players make so much money, I think it would turn away.
It would turn away
the
a lot of
fans.
people. But then why a lot of people say that? So it's like, all right, so on one end, people say the players are soft and they don't want to fight. But then if they
Well,
do
they
fight,
don't want to fight.
because
They're
they
not
can't.
fighters. They're basketball players.
Thank you, sir.
Correct. So then why does everybody say that people are soft then?
I think. Well, I don't know. Go ahead. You would know.
I want to say, and this is, I think, people who say that are just the fans who want drama. Like, I'll give an example, right? It pays more when you like, oh, you see what he did to him last game? December 25th, they're playing again. That
And they trying to hype it
You know
up.
how many death threats I got from fans, Milwaukee fans, for doing
No,
push-ups?
bro.
For real?
Oh my god.
So
You see
how
what I
is
mean?
that?
Like-
How like we won a championship. We didn't get a chance to experience a parade. How was the parade in Milwaukee?
It was something I've never experienced in my life, bro. Like, the whole city was out. Like, this new generation of people who we've never seen just
Yeah.
out saying, like, now we support the city and the basketball. And the whole district changed after that, though.
That's tough.
We did have a parade for my brother
That's
Costas,
tough.
by the way. My brother Costas
Yes.
had his whole
He
parade
played
in
with us.
Athens.
He
hard.
played with us when I was on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a parade for him in Greece, in Athens.
For winning the championship.
Yeah, just him.
A whole parade for him.
It wasn't a whole parade. It was the family. We had like a whole convoy with cars waiting for him at the airport.
But still, that's fine.
That's
like
fine.
what? I would love to have a parade in Greece. What you talking about?
Yeah, but we did
That's
do something for him
tough.
too. So
That's tough, man. So what do you think about the Dame trade?
What do you mean? The Dame come to the team?
No, Damian
It
coming
was-
to the
It was
team.
a shock. It was amazing. It was like borderline amazing. The unfortunate part, it was Drew had to go. That was the unfortunate part.
So
But it
don't
was
give me the
amazing.
political answer.
No, never,
Don't
never.
lie.
Never, bro. I'm 100.
Drew or
Oh,
Damian. Yeah.
I can't. You know what's so crazy? If you'd have asked me a year ago, no, real shit. If you'd have asked me a year ago, I would have said, "Oh my God, Drew," and I felt bad. But Dame is such a character, bro. Such a leader. Like you don't get to see that. The only thing you see is a guy who don't smile. He's getting in there. He doesn't smile.
No,
That's what
Dame
you
is
see.
tough. Yeah.
No, seriously, that's what you see. And then you get him as a teammate, and this guy was like, "Oh, T, I got you. This, that," and a listener and a doer, and just being a part of winning. You know. But if you asked me 2 years ago, I didn't know Dame, so I would have been like, bro, that's my dog,
Yeah,
Drew.
Drew is your dog,
Drew,
yeah.
what we wanted, the way we won, like everything about him, his family, like, I would have said the same thing. But now, like, it's different. Like, I know both of them
Yeah.
now, you know, and I know what how much hunger they have to win.
I just think it's just they're gonna need some time to kind of really get their mix together, and then they need you back out there, man.
No.
What's up now? What's up? They gonna bring you back?
Nah, who knows, man? This is basketball. But I'll tell you, I'm coming back. Now, if I go to them, cool. If I lose them, I'm looking, straight to who I am, and just the most important thing for me is to be back and be healthy, right? And 12 years I've played, I've never had off. Like I've always played FIBA, NBA, be involved, everything. Like I've never had the chance to be like, do this, like get out, be in LA, like go meet, people. Like we as individuals as well, like me and my brothers, we don't even chill in LA. We don't get to chill in LA or Miami or Seattle, like the, what I'm saying, the summers, or like kind of meet people, like build a relationship.
Do y'all
We don't do
just
that.
go back
We
home?
just go straight back.
Straight
Straight
to
back.
teams.
So it's fun. It's interesting. I miss it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was with the Bucks. This stretch. I went to the games. I feel like I'm sorry. I don't know if I can curse. I missed this, bro. Really missed being out there, just the competitiveness, and being in the locker room. Man. I've been with this team almost half a decade plus. Like really, like a college team.
Yeah.
Wow.
How long do you think you want to play?
Me?
Yeah,
So I definitely want to play till 38, 39, as much as I can actually. But
that's a long time. That's
it's a long
tough,
time.
man. Yeah,
Because
That's tough.
I love the game, but it's not only money is money, or where you play is where you play, but like I used to sell stuff in the streets, bro. This game changed the trajectory of my life, of who we are as individuals, and the generations to come, and I don't know, it's like playing a video game. And all of a sudden you have a cheat code. All of a sudden you go from the finish line, you so way back, and all of a sudden somebody puts you, because of sport or because of something you do good, boom.
Well, that's so
You're right there with
crazy.
him. You're right there with him now.
Yeah.
So I would never, I'll never take this for granted, and I will always, always, always be grateful, and I always try to give back give back is not just money. It's give back is to be a good person, or like give advice, or I will always be that guy.
Got to. That's awesome, man.
That's
Because
amazing.
it's just awesome to hear you talk about basketball and how when you talk about it, you smiling.
Yeah.
Your smile, when you smile on that, he remind me of Eddie Murphy and Coming to America. But
One of my favorite movies of all time. Yes.
You smiling
Yes.
like him, it's like it just brings you so much joy, which is so amazing. And I'm over here thinking like how, like this passion, because I'm 38, about to be 39. I'm like, man, I don't know about basketball. I love it. I love it for my kids,
Yeah.
but I like it's like a different type of love now. It's like now it's like I want to give it back to my kids, or all the information and knowledge, not even from basketball, but from life, that we've had to learn and experience is so much. Because when we first came into the league, there was no social media, and just imagine how basketball and everything was then. It was nobody's opinions on stuff like that. People couldn't write messages and send you stuff like that. It was just all really, we was able to really lock in and focus. And I think with social media, and then when it started, remember, was you in the meetings when they was telling us about how they're about to have these new websites and stuff like that for social media?
Where at?
For like
Team?
the team meetings.
Oh, yeah. No, but not on y'all team.
We was on the same team.
I don't know, probably. Oh yeah, I do remember that. The kind of chubby guy. You used to come in and talk to us about that. I remember that though. And how to like, you know, post, when to post, how to post, and all that. Yeah, I remember.
It was too much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Instagram and all that came out was too much. Nope. The only thing we was doing on YouTube was I was just watching dances. Like
Way back in the day.
He was watching something other than dancing.
YouTube dances,
What was he
man.
watching?
Soldier Boy.
So you know what's so crazy that you said Soldier Boy too? The thing about like culture in general, all around, like people would be like, oh man, I'll say, I remember when I first came, the first two artists that were hot was Reach Homie Quan and Young Thug. That was like Young Thug was kind of his side like kick, like something like that. It wasn't really Young Thug. And I remember I would tell my guys in Greece, like, bro, Reach Homie, Young Thug, like listen to like, they don't know none of them. But I say 50, they knew 50. I say Soldier Boy, they knew
Soldier Boy.
Yes, because bro, it's international. That dance game, everything comes after 1 year to all over the world. So
Soldier Boy. You listen to Soldier Boy?
No.
Do you know who Soldier Boy is?
I know who he is, but I don't listen to him. I feel like the only thing I know about Soldier Boy, wasn't he selling all those crazy products that like
He still do it.
he's still doing the products?
Yeah, you be doing a crazy
Listen,
product.
No, I swear he was selling like drones.
started this.
And
Me?
No.
that's
Soulja
like
Boy.
the
Oh,
most
yeah,
recent thing
yeah.
I know about Soldier Boy.
No, but I mean, it's actually the best thing you could do. Like, he actually is, like, that's what I was saying about why I respect people like Jake Paul. We were saying people hate him because of what the stuff that he's been able to do just off his passion and his dream to want to be successful.
yes.
So he knew he wasn't going to be no professional boxer like that from the world standard. Right. So what did he do? He promoted himself in any way he could, and look where it got him now. This man had a whole Netflix streaming boxing match.
They want to fight him now.
198 countries. That is amazing. Like, so that's why I'm saying, like, you got all these examples of greatness, and then what you see from the world's point of view is they hating on this man because, why would he fight Mike Tyson? He 95 years old. I fight Mike Tyson too. If I'm Jake Paul, if I want to be known as a great boxer, I'm gonna go fight Jake Paul. Just think about all the people that he's fought and think about what he's been able to do, him and his brother. So when I talk to my sons, I say, here's two examples outside of myself, outside of the sport that you have watched your dad do, which is basketball. This is something that y'all love. This is YouTube. But look what they did with YouTube. They took YouTube and they took that part and made it into boxing. Then they went to wrestling. Then they went to Prime. Mm-hmm. Then they got all these different things going. And then it's him and his brother. He keeping them in the family. You know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy
that's how it's
went.
supposed to be. And that's why, I commend what Trevor, and I was just telling him before the show, what he's been doing with his kids,
Hooping, bro. By the way,
not just hooping, but just
What?
everything that he's been doing. Not just with basketball, but the Bible says you have to train up a child in the way that they should go, not raise kids. And he training his kids for the world, and the world is a very crazy place. You know what I'm saying? So he's been able to understand from his experiences of what he needs to do to make sure the kids get whatever they need, and it's amazing to see.
Appreciate it.
So
that's crazy though, because like that's not the easiest thing in the world to do, especially when you have like so the things that I try to implement, it's not what the masses would think or say.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I've experienced a lot of things. I've done something that only a small percentage of the world has done. Throughout the history of it, and my kids have aspirations to be that, and so the things that I'm telling them that they might think is like outrageous, it's actually like a normal thing. Mm-hmm. So it's like I used an example before. If you want to be an X-Men, you gotta be taught or go to school to be an X-Men. And how many X-Men are there for real? It's not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
So in order to be that, you're gonna have to do some things that you might think is like out of the norm. But when you're not shooting for normal, you're gonna do things different. And sometimes when you're young or you're a teenager, you don't understand those things, and you kind of want to create your own way or your own path. So, you know, again, it's tough at times, but the most important thing is raising my children for the world to me.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna spend more time in the world than they will
At
spend
home with you. Yeah.
with me, and you know, pursuing a basketball dream or career. So that's what I try.
Hey, they're going to the league for sure.
So they going to the league.
No,
for
no,
sure.
Ain't no thing. There's nothing guaranteed, bro.
Let me say something, right? There is no guarantees in life. But I see this, people who know me, and now obviously with the shows and stuff like that, people get to know it more and more. But like I play, I see it as a player. I see it I always think as a coach. I always think as a front office. I've done seminars for front office as well. So it's all about the players who have the good example, right? Like Gilson as well. The reason they're playing good is not just because they have genetics. Genetics plays a role. But being professional, I can't teach you how to do that. The only person who can teach you is at home. Now, when you have all this other big percentage that's just saying, like, you want to call them mom and dad, you want to call them uncles, you want to call them handlers, you can call them whatever you want. But they're telling you, like, oh, no, you should do this and be selfish. And when you have all these people and telling you, like, hey, this is how it's professionals. This is how you carry yourself. This is how you practice. It's practice at 12. You come in at 10:30. Okay. You on the bench, you don't pout. Body language. You so like this stuff. I can't teach. I can't teach to you when you come to the NBA. I immediately would dismiss you.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you're completely right.
Yeah.
We just can't see it when we're young.
Yeah.
So just like being a father now, all the things that my kids are doing and things that, you know, I was doing back then, I didn't even know I was doing it. But now looking at my kids, I'm like, dang, I need to really guide them in the right direction because there's so many pitfalls, there's so many things that they could get into. And, you know, I think the greatest gift is being a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we've experienced so much as men, it's like we got to be able to guide our children the right way, because if not, we don't want the world and the masses guiding them. And that's what he's saying, like, that's that struggle, because the masses is like, man, that's lame, man, you don't need to do that. But it's like, no, this is the path you got to go down if you want to be successful at anything, you know. But everybody don't want to really be successful. People just want to just be, you know, they just want to be. That's why I always say this. It's a difference between a human being and a human doing. I'm a human doing.
Fact.
I'm doing something in my life to try to get better, trying to go vertical. I'm not just here wasting time being a, what they call it, NPC?
NPC. Yeah.
Non-player character.
You know, you play games like just have a random character in the store telling you.
You play Grand Theft Auto, right?
No, the only game that I play that I play is FIFA.
Okay, so all right, so yes, that's a great example. You know the people in the crowd that just do this the whole time?
Peanut Gallery.
No, just the people in the crowd. They only got one movement.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the non-player characters. They're not trying to do that. They
Don't
just
be
in
an
the crowd.
NPC.
Like you trying to be on the field.
You got to be the main character.
You got to be the main character. That's what I tell my daughter and everyone. You are the main character. You're the main character. You're the main character.
Energy.
Yeah, you said you were 25?
25, yeah.
Wow.
That's so young. I don't even remember being 25.
I remember being 25.
You do?
Oh, man.
Why Dwight acting like he 455, bro?
No, it's not that. It's just
Where were you when you
both
were 25?
came in the league at 18, so we've seen so much stuff. It had like
Dwight is different though, and sorry to cut you off and take over your thing.
you good.
Man, I was saying this earlier, like when you was talking to moms over there, and I was talking to Jess and them, and I was telling them like, for like what you have accomplished, I think what I see from you is like not just basketball. You are like a extremely smart person, you know, and you got a lot of talents, and with how smart you are, how you study, and how you learn, I feel like when we're in a group, you kind of like hover over a lot of people because you have the knowledge, the information, everything. So the fact that you're not like looking from this space, you're looking from a different space, people might point and be like, man, what the fuck is he on? Like, what is he talking about? Right? And like, they don't understand certain things that I paid attention to or watch from you. So that's probably why I think 25 or whatever probably was a blur, because you was looking from a different, different lens than a lot of people.
And it was going so fast.
Yeah. At 25, dog, you probably was you Defensive Player of the Year?
We had went to the finals when we played y'all.
We fucked y'all up. You wasn't a Defensive Player of the Year then.
No, but I was 22.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to think we had the top of our game at 22 years old, 19, 20, 21, 22. This our 4th, 5th year in the league, and we at the top. We don't know what's really going on, but we experiencing the world from a whole different level.
Like life must change so much.
You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to talk to. You don't know who your real friend is. You don't know anything.
So
when do you think you found that? Like, do you feel like you and your brothers have a tight knit?
This is one of the reasons, and I want to listen to really what you said. But one of the reasons too, like just us being like this and now slowly growing and growing to meet people and kind of hang out, was that as well. I think, like we have another blessing in disguise that people don't understand about, and one of that reason is that we all play professional basketball. So I've never had to, I've never had to ask Jan, hey, can I guess? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kostas hasn't had to ask me, Alex the same, or it's always, because most of the times when athletes, and especially if you're a black athlete, you come into the league, first thing you got to take care of family, you got to take care of your brothers, sisters, everybody. And what happens is it's draining. It's taken away from your game. It's taken away from people you know. So now all of a sudden, sometimes you will go away from your family just because you feel that type of pressure and go into other people's arms because they don't want to ask for you something now, but after it becomes something different,
Yeah.
So for us, it's been a blessing because we all play professional. We all don't need nothing from each other. So it's been all about, I don't have an agenda. When I say something, I'm saying I don't care about
saying
nothing.
it out of
If you're
love.
bullshit, you're bullshit. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know
That's
what I mean?
great. That's amazing.
So that is always been my mindset because I've seen it through movies. I've seen it through like around me. I've had so many teammates in the G League, so many teams in the D League at the time that was going through it. Talented, was making $35,000, let's say example. They got to give the half of the check just right away. Like, and if you ask them why, you would be absurd. It wasn't like, my mom's in the hospital, or like we're building a business, or I just bought my mom a house, or so. It was all like, my cousin just asked me $10,000. I was like, bro, you was just in college, bro. What are you talking about? You were just in college. You know what I'm saying? You was in the same college. It's like me saying, this is how absurd it is. It's like me going to college with you. We're both making, what is that called? Per diem or stems? Per diem?
No,
Stipends?
What the hell is that?
Per diem is like
diem or
stipends.
stipends.
It's the same thing, yeah.
It's like me
Stipends.
and
I
you
say
were making per diem,
stipends.
and all of a sudden, the year after, I go like, hey, man, let me get 20,000. You be like, what? I was just in college, just like
With you, yeah.
With you. So that's why, to me, like, it just triggered right away. It was like, man, I'm just, that's a blessing, and now we can build for the next generation through everybody. But that could happen without everybody has to be professional. That could happen with just them listening to you. Like, shit, just really listening.
But you got to think that's hard. That'll be hard for a lot of people to just listen to somebody that they probably grown up with, or somebody that's their family member that they've seen be successful. If they have some jealous type energy or envious or anything like that, it's gonna be hard for them to listen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a type of person where I'm not coming at you with no ego, no pride. I'm just gonna try to really be your friends. Or if I'm your if you my family member, I'm the same way. I'm your brother. If you my sister, I'm gonna love you to death. But sometimes family and friends be the ones that might hurt you the most because they know you the most. They right there up under you. They with you. They can see you and talk to you. They can see all the when you're happy. They know when you sad. They know all these different things. Somebody who don't know you really can't hurt you. It's them person that be right up under you that can hurt you because they know you. So, as being in the NBA as long as we have been, some of the toughest things is being able to trust. And so I think it's really good that you have had your brothers and y'all have had that close, tight knit because, like you said, a lot of that stuff can be draining. You know, having to
100%.
pay for certain things, fly family here. You know, in my situation, I had 5 children.
Yes.
So paying child support is crazy. You know, so that's why
Especially in California.
especially it's
Do they
crazy.
live in Cali? They
California
live in
will
Cali?
whoop
One of
Okay.
my kids do. So it's like that's why now I'm really just all on my kids about just making sure you know, make the right decisions. And for me, it's just being the right example for them. And you know, that's why I mentioned you because, you know, I see how he has been with his kids, and it's like we on this same wavelength. Like we gotta be the right example. They gotta see it. You know, if they don't see it, it's gonna be hard for them to decipher like what they should do. Like they friends saying one thing, Pop saying this, but shoot, Pop, you gotta show me. And a lot of times,
What else do you? I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
go ahead.
What else do you want to see, bro? Like, motherfuckers know. I'm sorry, why am I? Guys know me all around the world. Like, what do you want to see? If you first of all, your last name means something.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want me to show? My dad, bro, as an immigrant, he never said nothing about basketball. Sometimes I even wish my dad was more like LeVar. Like, I really do. Seriously, I you really do. But you know, I understand. You know, he didn't know the sport, so he was always like, okay, do you like this agent? You don't like him? What's blah blah blah? Whatever the situation is. But I'm saying, what else do you need to show your kid if he's eating? He's like, but I'm telling you, I used to sell stuff in the streets, bro. We used to really, really be homeless, bro. So what else do you need to see if you have a great house, a great family? You have your cousins with you. Your cousins is talking to you. You got a great uncle.
But
Like, he coming
it's
in
just a
trying to-
different lens. It's a different lens that they're seeing it from because they haven't seen struggle like that. They haven't seen the things that a lot of us have had to grow up with. They've seen nothing but things being handed to them. You know what I'm saying? For our kids, that's how they grew up. You know what I'm saying? They've been getting things and stuff like that. We had to actually go and work for all these different things. So now we understand value. The thing that's being lost in the world today, I think, is nobody holds value in themselves, you know. And then now they don't value other people. People don't just value life in itself. So, you know, it's going to be very hard to get, you know, a child to want to do something valuable with their life when everything that they see around them is not valuable. Nobody is showing them any value.
I think it also has to do with like the people that are around them too. You know?
Environment.
Yeah, the environment. So like how Thunder was saying earlier, like if you have people that kind of like don't really like feel you like that because of maybe it could be jealousy, it could be their own personal, you know, feel towards you. I think it, you know, and if that kid or whoever trusts that individual, it completely throws off like whatever their image of you is or whatever their image they want to have of you. They have a different image because of, you know, the surrounding entities that might be, you know, in the way.
So my question would be like, okay, where is the, like in the States, right? And then this is more of the American culture. That's why I wanted to ask. And you guys, where you from? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in L.A.
In L.A.
Georgia.
In Georgia, right? It's 2 different places, example. Like, what is the dynamics? What is the unity? Like, how do you, because for us, it was like, I'm going home, I stay home, I go to practice. Because I for a lot of reasons, but that was like our unity. Like, we're all together, we're all gonna make it, we're all, like, what is the unity? Is it your friends? Is it your high school? You know what I'm saying? Boys, is it your, quote unquote, now they want to call it, you know, before, then they used to call it like entourage, whatever. Like, where is your unity? Where is your, like...
Well, see, I think for me it was a little different. In order for me to get to where I wanted to get to, I had to separate myself from any and everything. Why? Because those distractions and those other things could have stopped me from getting to where I wanted to get to. I knew when I was 10 years old, I wanted to go to the NBA, and I wanted to be the #1 pick. So I wrote it down, all my goals at 10 years old. And I told my dad I was going to the NBA, and I told him I was going to be the #1 pick. And he said, well, if you want to do it, you got to sacrifice everything. That meant going out, having friends, doing whatever it was. It was only basketball. Every day, all day. I'm up at 4 o'clock. I'm in the track. I'm going to the gym. Then I'm going to shoot. Then I'm going to class. Then I'm going to practice. Then I'm doing that every single day until I get to my goal, the NBA. And then when I get there, I'm going to do that more because I saw that worked. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what you got to do.
You ain't
Bro,
said nothing.
y'all got
You
the
been
weird
quiet,
bro.
bro. You been
I feel
quiet.
like I'm learning right now.
You say, you learning?
Sitting up in
We
class.
trying to learn. I see the thing is like iron sharpen iron. You know what I'm saying? We're a little bit older than y'all, but you know we learned so much from watching and being around y'all. That's kind of kept us young too. You know, because obviously we started in the league 18, 19. We was the youngest on the team, and we were the youngest for almost like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's how it be.
You know what I'm saying?
And one day,
then we
you're,
the oldest.
You're the, bro.
We the oldest.
For real.
And you know, we didn't. I know I didn't know what I was really doing. You know, and I always thought that I had to be a certain type of way to play or to get to where I wanted to get to. But as I got older, I didn't realize what the team really needed me for, like I should have, until we started playing 2020 for the Lakers and stuff like that. But you really got to just keep yourself humble in all situations, no matter what, because you never know what could happen in this league. You never know when your time could be up. And sometimes you got to know when your time up, too.
Yeah.
You got to know when your time is up.
So I'll tell you one thing about, because you say this, right? And one of my, like, obviously when I got drafted, Melo and this guy's, and I don't want to say this because this might look crazy saying it, you know what I'm saying, towards the league or anything like that. But I do believe that there's a value in having players who've played this game for a minute. And not only that, and not only I've done it, but because everybody's role can change. This is like you can't go out there and you make an opinion for me, right? I'll give an example. If I don't come on your podcast and if I don't say what I say, it's blank. You can say, you can fit it, you can fill here whatever you want. Oh, he's this or he's that or whatever. But if I say like, hey, I'm willing to do this, I'm willing to do that, like they can't make you say, okay, if we bring him here, I don't think he's willing to talk to young guys. You don't know that. Ask me. You know what I'm saying? If he comes here, I don't think he's willing to play 6 minutes behind this guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's so inaccurate. Like, ask me. And I will tell you, don't let the market, because I've been a superstar, because I've been this guy, dictate for me that I can't do this when I can. You know what I'm saying? So that's been situation for a lot of guys. I've played guys who play teammates.
You think a lot of guys get depressed?
I feel like
You think a lot of guys get depressed
Most definitely, bro.
from hooping.
Guys who are
No,
playing
from
are getting
moving.
depressed. Guys who are playing.
I don't think people understand how mentally strong you have to be to play in the NBA.
Look at the amount of especially nowadays.
It's not
I feel
even
like,
just the
too.
criticism. It's everything that comes with being in the NBA. And then the better you are and the higher you go in the levels, the harder it gets.
Mentally, for sure.
Mentally. Like, it's one from being a role player to a starter to an all-star to a superstar. These is all different levels.
So
And they coming with a whole different devil. And he's stronger. He way stronger than the last devil, like the boss in the
Final
one-on-ones. The final boss. Every boss gets stronger.
Is it like when you're a superstar? Is it just like, is it everyone asking you for things always?
It's
like draining and-
It's everything. It's a movie. I could make
Everything you could probably imagine. Huh?
God,
times a million,
Bro, I can
times a
only
thousand,
believe-
times
I
way
can
more
already
than a
know
million.
that.
And sometimes like people just like how you keep smiling, how you not like let it affect you. And it's like sometimes it hit me, you know what I'm saying? But I find my ways to never let nobody see it. You know what I'm saying?
Like always like watching growing up, it was like you're always like the happiest guy, especially like in all the clips off camera. You're always like the most joyful.
I have to be that way, man, because, like you said, you got to be grateful for life, for one, because I did this darkness retreat 2 years ago
what?
where
How
I
was that?
sat in the dark for 3 days, no light,
Like just you alone.
me alone. in the dark. Couldn't see nothing for 3 days. I'll never do that again.
Was there any like?
I
don't think I would ever do
what
that.
What did you get out of that?
Really just being more thankful for just breathing and having life. Like, not being able to see, I'm just thinking like, man, when life over with, that's it. My eyes are shut. It's nothing. That's how it was for 3 days. Nothing.
I admire your bravery, man.
Nothing.
I'm not
It's
gonna
3
lie.
days.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I better be
You
bad
could do
man
it.
after
When
that. If I do
I
that,
sat
better
down,
come
I
off like
sat down with all my thoughts. I had that really helped me understand how to move through any type thing that I have going on in my life. Any thought that I have now or any emotion, I can sit with that emotion, feel that emotion fully, the whole emotion. If it's gladness, if it's sadness, joy, hurt, pain, whatever it is, sit with that emotion, because that's what we're here for, to experience. So I can experience this whole thing, this emotion, this sadness that I'm feeling. I want to really feel it. Now that I can feel it, I can let it go and completely let it go and not ever bring it back. So really learning how to really let go, you know, from being in that darkness. And then I could see clearly, like I was in the daylight. I could see the future. I could see things that are going to happen. I could see crazy stuff like death, like all these different things. I'm like, this is crazy. 3 days in the dark. Everybody should do it, but I won't do it again.
Do you think if you only did a day, you would have gotten the same like?
No, you gotta really get away. Like you gotta separate yourself, because that's the only way you're gonna, like, you play for
What?
how many years you been
Did
in the
you
NBA?
fast too?
yeah, I've been
No, you have to eat while you're in
7
it.
now.
You
How
need
How do
some.
you do that?
but 12
So
years professionally.
You said 7?
Yeah, but
But
12,
12 years
professionally.
professionally.
Yeah.
So what they do is you're in this dark room. You have, so it's a bed, then you have this floor space, this rug, then you got a wall and a chair that you could sit in, a bathtub, and then a bathroom, and then this little cubby where he put the food in, and there's no light, so you have to just feel the food, and you have to just, with your hands, feel what it is, and then when you taste it, be able to sense what it is through your, taste buds and stuff like that. So, I mean, after doing that, I came back out. I felt like a better person. Like, I know what I need to do. My purpose. I'm finna go get it. I'm not gonna let nobody change my mind. A lot of things happened when I got out of there. So, and Dancing with the Stars. I think all y'all should do it. You should be the first YouTube.
I can't.
That's why you should do
I'm not
it.
gonna lie to you. I don't watch the show. The only time I watch the show is with your segments. Maybe because I'm an NBA sports guy, so maybe I don't really know the other, contestants and
voted.
stuff like that. I didn't vote, but I would watch. I
Man,
supported
you
it
ain't
from
vote?
afar.
I'm just playing. I voted for your brother and you for the All-Star game. You gonna give me
You
one
did?
vote?
No, you
You
didn't.
gonna give me one
That's
vote?
cap. This man's capping. There's no way he voted. There's no way. He
But nah,
voted.
I think all three of y'all would be some good contestants on Dancing with the Stars. You might get out first week.
I think I would.
You might get
You
out.
know,
Nah,
you know what's crazy? So like, I've never been able to have rhythm, and I took a genetic test, and it said like not likely to be able to have
I didn't say
rhythm.
nothing.
Like
I
that
didn't
was
say
in
nothing.
my genetics. Like
Right.
that was
It's
the thing
no
23andMe
way a
said.
computer was able to
Bro,
tell you that you can't have rhythm. See, this is AI.
It told
AI is doing too much
Bro, it was
now.
telling me
AI
my
tripping, man.
bloodline, It was telling me like, oh, like
So
more
when
likely
you-
to have this.
So when you hear
this.
music, like, and you trying to find the rhythm,
You
how do you-
can't.
Like no,
The
it's like
That's a
beat or-
lie.
No,
Hold up.
like
Do you listen to
we
the
don't need
beat
to test
or
it
the
either.
words?
Do you
What?
listen to the beat or the words?
The words.
Yeah, you might not have no rhythm. It might be over before you. You don't listen to the beat at all?
So
I hear the beat. It's
so
not
you
like
bob
I'm
your
just
head,
like you.
Do you?
I do, but like
So you
it
got
will
rhythm,
be
that's
no,
it.
but it's not on. Like people will tell me like it's not on beat. Like
Because you listening to the words.
Yeah, you listen to the words
Well,
first.
I'm
Right.
just moving however I feel.
You gotta listen to the beat first. Listen to the beat so you can like.
No, but the thing is like I'll listen to the beat, but like so one of my homies got me a metronome for Christmas because he knows I struggle with this. And like, bro,
A
even I was trying to
metronome?
like clap along
You said
with it. And
metronome?
I
What
was,
is that?
A metronome.
it just like it's like a beat, but just one
Oh, clock.
thing.
Okay, okay.
Bro, and even I was trying to like clap to it. I was
Oh, I don't
practicing, and
believe
it was low key tough. Like, but it's a genetics thing. So you know,
Man,
you, can't
you
even
gotta
blame
stop.
me. The
So-
test said
The test. So what did you do?
the 23andMe. It's like
Man.
Test said you didn't have no rhythm.
it said like
That's
likely,
what I'm saying.
likely
See,
to
that's
not
just like what they do with
detect
all the
rhythm.
sports and all the stuff
Ain't
now.
no so
Analytics.
crazy. I'll tell you why this is crazy, right? Can you imagine this in like 20 years from now? You go on Google, like, Google, am I allowed to eat like eight eggs today?
Yeah.
And it goes like, no, you're not allowed because you're diabetic or whatever. And then all of a sudden you start telling your friends like, I'm diabetic. I can't eat no eggs.
You're gonna
Blah,
believe
blah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go around. Mind you, you're like, just fine.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean,
you
like I
listening to a
try. Don't get me
computer.
wrong, but like you can ask people in this room because they've been around me for years. Like I just don't.
You just
have it.
need
Like I
some-
wish. I
You
genuinely
just
wish I
need
had
some
it.
work.
But I've never like. Besides the time I had the metronome, like I've never been like, all right, let me get better at rhythm. Like I feel like that's not a thing people even do. But I might need that.
So give me examples. Give me
Okay.
an example, right? And they will tell you right away. So when you cross,
Right.
do you like, how do you cross?
He don't cross. I'm gonna tell you what he do. He throw the
Are
ball,
you saying
go
on
get it, and do a one
Yes,
leg
you were the
three.
hooper. So when you cross, like, how do you cross?
He throw the ball out, run and go get it, and shoot a one leg three.
That's just a signature move.
Okay.
But no, I feel like rhythm, like dancing and beats and music. Like I don't know, maybe I
It's
don't
the
feel it
same
on the
thing.
court.
You're
It's the
trying to
same
rock
thing
it.
on the court.
So
it's
he's
the
guarding
same
you.
rhythm.
Thank you. He's guarding you. You're trying to rock him to sleep, and then boom,
Yeah.
you out. So I'm asking, how do you cross? Like, do you just cross? Like,
I told you what he
I
do.
mean, I don't like when you like when
Say
I
the
like I'm
words
like
in
in
his
a real
head.
game, like what do like
No,
or like
you
when I'm
play-
practicing.
He
Okay,
listening
so-
to the words in his head. That's what he doing.
Wait. Don't make me laugh. Hold on. So somebody's guarding you. You're playing 1-on-1, right?
Okay, one on one.
And you got the ball. You're trying to go to the rim. Or you don't go to the rim.
No,
You
I
just
go to
shoot
the
it.
rim. I'll
Okay,
do
good.
both. I do it all.
Okay, good. So you're trying to cross. So when you cross, do you have a cadence or
Yeah,
rhythm?
no, I do.
He
So-
don't.
So you good. That's the
He
same.
lying.
So try to dance while you're crossing, bro.
He
I need
lying.
to try it, but I don't want to test it. I need to get a dance instructor. You got to hook me up with a good one.
He's right here.
Me, man. I've been dancing my whole career.
For real.
This man had a whole battle with my
That's-
man.
That's how they named me Superman though. Because
Soldier Boy.
the Soldier Boy, it wasn't because of
Told you, he started
the
everything.
Soldier Boy. Yeah, he did. Soldier Boy started everything. He really the first
Right.
rapper to do it.
So
Everything.
I don't want to laugh because I'll tell you why I don't want to laugh. So people from overseas, low key think that I'm not don't lie.
I mean, he
Wait, think
really-
what?
You think I'm lying? I'm not joking. That Soldier Boy has done a lot of stuff first.
he
I don't
did.
know why we think that. I don't know why.
No, for real, it's
He was the
crazy.
first
Is
one.
it true or it's
Kicking
not
through
true?
the phone. He created.
Like I'm telling you, he done did a lot of
FaceTime.
stuff, man. Like he
He was
actually,
surprised. I'm not.
that's like he
I'm
said, FaceTime. Where you think FaceTime came from?
Oh, you the song. Kiss me.
Yeah, Soldier Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, listen, don't don't bait me now because I don't understand the culture. But what I'm saying is, we actually think like because the hit songs he's had and some other product like he's had some stuff that outside of the States. But I was watching. I don't know if it was it Breakfast Club? Was he like it was like a segment somewhere, and he was like very passionate, right? He's yelling, it's like, "Oh man, he took that from me." So sometimes I get bored. So I'm like looking back, I'm like, "Oh,
He did.
Funny though.
Soldier Boy, and he
seen
just
him.
he
Hilarious.
animated all the stuff he be doing and saying. Like half the time you don't know if he for real or not, but just the way he bring it out to the public, it just
makes you
wants you to
think about it,
like is he for real? Like is he really mad? Like
Yeah.
but I love Soldier Boy. That's where
your
Superman. Yeah, man, that's where Superman came from.
From
If
Soulja Boy?
anybody want to get mad about Superman, it should be Soldier Boy. Remember I used to do Soldier Boy every day in practice? All I played was a Superman song. All I did was you every day in practice.
That shit was so aggravating.
Every day. All I did was dance and I didn't curse.
He didn't curse, junk and
he
stuff.
would have
I
thought."
never
I can
cursed.
imagine in my head like dunking at you like you.
I was doing that. I was until we played them.
He used to block shots, talking about some man.
Give me that junk.
Get that junk up out of here.
But you wouldn't
Yeah.
swear on the court?
I wouldn't curse.
Why? It's just Well,
I
is there
was
a reason?
well, the NBA, it'll get you.
They fined you or something?
No, the NBA, no. I was saying
Dwight wanted to put a cross on the jersey.
I wanted to put a cross on the NBA logo, and I still would love to have the cross on the logo.
But everybody's not Christian.
But everybody's not Christian. So I understand that. That's why the best thing that I've learned over the years is to be a better example of who Christ is. Not trying to beat everybody over the head with religion.
Is there anything you would do over? Like over your career or just up to this point? Do you have like things that you would do over?
I wouldn't do them over. I probably would do them different. So I guess you could say that is doing them over. But I just didn't like that word, like do over. I say different.
Get a mulligan.
No, do over. I don't know why you said that, just because it sounds like you
regret.
Like,
yeah, I don't
kinda
regret it. I don't regret my kids. I regret how I decided to go about having my children.
What you mean?
I have 5 kids by 5 women, and that's really not a right example to show forth for my daughters nor my sons, you know. And it's not saying that having kids is a bad thing, but having kids by multiple women, sharing my body and my energy with multiple people, giving these women false senses of hope with a future and stuff like that, you know. So doing some of the things that, you know, I shouldn't have done at a young age, which I didn't really know what I was doing. I was being misguided. So it's like now as a older person, it's like I wish I would do that better, because it would save a lot of heartbreak, a lot of money. A lot of money, but really a lot of heartbreak, and not just heartbreak for the kids and the family, but also the women too. Even though they may or may have not had agendas or whatever it may be, but I know it's still a part of them that would still hurt to, you know, have a child with someone and not be with them, or whatever the case may be. So I would say I do regret. Not regret, but I would do that over. You know, at least have one woman and have all my kids with her, so that way my kids will have a better example to see, and other kids as well. You know, I know when I first got into the league and I started having those kids like that, I was getting crazy comments. You know, I was seeing comments from pastors and church leaders. Don't be like Dwight. You know, he was proclaiming Christ, but now he got kids. He's not a Christian. He's not a good person. I'm like, dang. So you don't want your kids to listen to someone who's experienced so much that now they can come back and say, hey, this ain't it. Don't do this. This ain't right. You know, I've experienced, life is the best teacher, experience, you know. So I know me and Trevor experienced so much, we feel like we 65, 70 sometimes.
What about you, bro? What you think?
I think, first of all, I want to say one thing. I appreciate you just telling, you know, saying this, and, you know, whoever listens to this or watch this, because I know everybody wants to hear NBA hot takes, trades, done trade, but this is real shit. Like, this is real that you get to say, because, you know, not everybody gets invited to those mega media and mega, like, talk shows and TV shows to express how they really feel in a situation like that. But, you know, kids, bro, are a blessing. And the thing about this is, people don't tell you this, but like right now, you raising your kids, you're raising them in the same age yours. Like things you see, you're like, dang, I don't know, when I was 15, I was doing this. So that's why you're telling them. So you're actually really living your life kind of with them. You know, obviously you always wanted everything to be planned, but that's life, bro. That's life, you know. And people, and remember one thing, and you know, it's in the Bible, it's everywhere. You go, you don't judge people. You say your opinion, you don't judge them. You know why? Because you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. You're not perfect. And anybody who said something about you and said, oh my God, don't be like him, don't be like him, trust me, they're not perfect. They're not perfect. Because if they were, they would never say that. They would never say that. They would say, you know what? This is how life is. You should watch out. You should do this. You should do that. Without saying, I judge this person. Now, Don't get me wrong. Some people need to be judged. Don't get me wrong. Some people need to be put in their place because the world right now is crazy. But at the same time, the reason we are human and the reason we get to see like that because we have an understanding. We have an understanding. I'm from Greece. I'm black. I'm Afro-European. You're African American, and we're sitting in the same space now. And we have an understanding. We have something. We're inclusive. As much as we can be. Not everything is for inclusion, but as much as we can be. And this thing about in the NBA, you said something about mental, right? Mental process, how much you deal with, and then you said, in the first level role player. Star, superstar, and there is the devil in every aspect. You have to remember one thing. Above everything is God. I don't care what you believe in. It's God. It's God. But the other thing you have to realize as well is that devil is working overtime. He's working overtime to get you off overtime to get you off the path, And do the best you can be. You're not perfect, but do the best. Do the best. Like, hey, this is my future. This is my not path, but my
destination.
Destination. How do you say this in a journey? This is my mission. This is my mission.
Purpose.
This is what
journey,
I'm doing.
mission.
I'm here to bring joy. When people look at me, you see what you just said. You said, "Man, you smile a lot. You're this guy." That's my mission, bro. When people look at me, it's like, and I'm not here no more. They're gonna be like, "Montier, great guy, great kid, man. Always, great to talk to, great to be around with." You know what I'm saying? And I feel the same, man. I'm here, what, 2 minutes? 2 minutes, I feel the same about Trevor, I feel the same about you. Okay, I'm joking. That's why I see, I feel the same about you guys, all of you guys. So I think people right now are eager to just, the person who said that, they probably made money off you, by the way. They preaching, they probably made money off you, of me, of you. Like me, think about this, bro. How many times have I been mentioned? I'm sitting and I get mentioned. Not a joke. Like I feel like I said this. Was it you, Tony? I said Bleacher Report should be paying me rent. Real shit. Real shit.
That's so funny.
That's real shit because I don't do nothing and you got me. I get why. I understand. Cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I know my purpose. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I do every day. And you know what's so crazy? Sometimes a lot of people will say like, "Yo, T, you gotta talk about you, dude. You gotta be vocal." No, because real power is hitting, bro. You don't talk about it. You let it. Let other people talk about you. You stay the course. Stay who you are. Don't change. So it's things like this that I really appreciate. When you say this, bro, it's real to me because I know what it is. I'm family's on display every other day. Just like you in the NBA, and people don't respect that.
Yeah, they don't. But I think it's really because there's how the media will lift players up, to build them up, to tear them down. So they done it with a lot of players. You got the AIs. They try to do it with LeBron, but he keep coming back and doing something else crazy to show them,
That's spectacular.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what I just see is anytime, it's just the world we live in. When people see greatness, they just, the people up close to you, that's jealousy. The people far, I think that's like envy because they don't know you. So how can they really be jealous, of you? They just see what you got from afar and they want it. It's the ones that be close to you. I know we talked about that earlier. So we have to come through so much as being NBA players. Do you feel like as being a YouTuber and an influencer, you have had to deal with that kind of pressure and stuff?
I don't think on the same level as much as it. Like, I feel like I've always, like, in terms of people like, I want to be a YouTuber as well, like, wanting the same job. I don't know. I feel like it's not like, I think it's a lot harder in the NBA because there's only so many spots.
But just the negative stuff. Like, do people come at you and
try definitely.
To, like, how do you handle it?
I mean, since I've been doing, I feel like since I was like 14, like, just negativity. I mean, I always think about, okay, like, if there's a negative comment, or like, even if there's 100 negative comments, and the video has like 3 million views, it's like, bro, like, that's like 0.0001% of the people saying anything. But I think for me, especially because, like, I never get negativity in person, really. Like, it's always online. Like, no one has ever come up to me and be like, I hate you or something like that. So when it's online and you've just seen it for so many years, it's just you become, like, numb to it. So I feel like just repeating, seeing it over and over and over. Like there's
Yeah.
not really anything that could be said that I'm like, oh, I'm hurt
Yeah.
nowadays. So I think when you get
Yeah,
used
that's
to
true.
it, mm-hmm.
Because playing in the league, like, man, we done. People talk about like how Utah, Boston, they have like crazy fan bases, but playing there, it was fun. I didn't really pay attention to a lot of the crazy stuff being said. I know people's going to say some crazy stuff, and I remember one fan said something to Dikembe Mutombo, rest in peace, Dikembe. But I remember a fan said something to him. We played in Orlando. We was playing against the Hawks, and he was trying to get into the stands after the fan. I never seen Dikembe Mutombo really get this mad. No, but you have to be real mentally strong to be in the NBA or to be in any, I think, profession to be at the top because, one, you got to be mentally strong to stay in that profession for a long time. You got to be mentally strong to be, like, let's look at LeBron. He's been playing for, 39 years?
He said 39, but he's been playing for a minute. That's
Since
the
womb.
goal right there.
Yeah, so as long as he's been playing, had to be the star player. Which means he had to deal with 15 guys in the locker room. He got to be the franchise player of the team, so he's the face of the team, the face of the league. All these different things on just the basketball is going to come with so much hate and all that stuff. Then off the court, he has the families, the cousins, all these people want things and this. Then you got people that he grew up with. All these people, now they can see everything that he's doing. So it's like all day, all night, he's receiving messages, this, that, and the third. And you got to be mentally strong to block all that stuff out and play basketball and be great. And he's been able to do it for such a long time, which shows how strong-willed he is. And like Trev played for 18 years. He's had to be a star from high school, coming to the league. He's playing behind some of the greatest players. Going to the Lakers, playing with Kobe Bryant. Behind Kobe Bryant, played with LeBron, Carmelo, all these guys. And he got to be mentally strong knowing he could beat some of these guys and stuff like that, but he got to play a certain role. That take a lot of mental fortitude as well.
I heard this, by the way, sorry, I heard the story. First of all, you voted Mr. Basketball California? Did you wait to the McDonald's All-American or no? That's what I'm saying. Did you just hear what I just said?
Same
This man was
year.
Mr. Basketball California. And then did not make McDonald's All-American. How can you be, I'll give an example. I don't know what is the base of the awards, but how can you be that kind of a talent and not be involved in that event? To us, McDonald's All-American is, top of the top of the top. Overseas, we see those guys top of the top. So it's the same thing. Like, he's always been an underdog. This ain't not just in the league playing a role. Always been out like, I got you. So, and we're talking about Trevor Ariza. This ain't no name type of 2 years in the league, off the league. Like, we're talking about the best of the best, 18 years. So this is what you're saying, bro. This is the essence of this. What you guys have to hear more and more and more. And I know he won't say it, and then he will just sit there and you listen. But he has to say it.
I feel like power is silent. It's in silence. It's more so your actions, what you do, your principles, how what you stand for, what you stand on, and growing vertically. Because at some point, you become the older guy who falls off, and there's a new tree or leaf that grows. So with your trees or your branch, what do what kind of foundation does it have? And the other people that you teaching or reaching, what are you teaching them?
Well, we got some rapid fire questions for you. Funniest teammate?
To me,
Yeah.
I'm between two guys. So one is my brother, but I don't want to put him. If you guys think he's funny, like this man is hilarious, bro. The other guy's Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis, me, bro.
Crazy eyes?
Bro, first of all, I don't get why people call him crazy eyes. First of all, maybe I'm used to it.
No way you don't get why they call him crazy eyes.
Listen to me.
No, I love Bobby, but they call him crazy eyes because when you get mad, his eyes be...
No, I think that's because when he's surprised with a call, I have like, I fouled him, foul. Cool. But you don't understand how, first of all, whatever people think about Bobby is the total opposite. It's the total opposite. If you think about Bobby like, he's this enforcer, this guy, He is, but it's the total opposite when it comes to demeanor. He's the nicest kid ever, bro. The nicest guy ever. And I've laughed so much with him. Like, you don't understand. When he first came to the team, too, I remember I used to tell him, like, hey, man, like, you know, so when I play, like, I play hard. But outside the court, I'm a little bit more, you know, gentle, more like, you know what I'm saying, more cordial. And he'd be like, hey, no, TA, listen to me now. Ain't gonna fuck with you now. Listen to me now. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, Bobby, no. You gotta say something to him, TA. You gotta grab him now. I was like, okay, Bobby, you know what I'm saying? He just gave me riled up. I'm like, okay, Bobby, I understand. You know, I gotta. It's like, nah. If you want to be in this league, gotta get to it. I said, all right, Bobby, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I was never, like the past 3-4 years, I've been more vocal outside of the court, you know what I'm saying? But before that, I'm like, I don't know nobody. I'm just gonna play hard as shit, you know, and just go sit down, you know. But with him, like,
he got you right. He got you right.
100%.
All right, Jess, your funniest YouTube guest.
Well, I mean, your brother was pretty funny, but I don't know if he was the absolute funniest YouTube guest.
The 5 guys guessed the basketball player, right? Mm-hmm. Did he guess it?
No. So when he was doing Guess His Secret NBA Player, so Quinn Cook was like the secret NBA player in it, and he was like, man, this guy looks like Quinn Cook. Because he was like, I mean, it was Quinn Cook, but then he voted him out.
Oh, wow.
So he literally said who it was.
He thought it was grand.
But
all right, these is rapid fire questions.
Yeah, our funniest
man.
guest, there's this
going slow.
this other influencer. His name's Adam W.
Adam
he was
W.
in my like 100 Christmas present opening video, but he's hilarious.
Adam W. Funniest teammate.
Bobby Brown.
My funniest teammate is.
Bro, he played in Greece too. Olympiacos, yeah.
I went to high school.
Really?
Hito Turkoglu.
Turk is so funny. Come on, dog.
Come on, dog. Hey, yo, dog. Favorite coach to play for.
Coast?
Coach, man.
Favorite coach.
Favorite coach to play for.
I'm laughing because I see that from my Turkish teammates, the two teams I've had in the past. It's just deep voice they have, like in general, like just as language is deep too. Sorry, what would you say? You say
Favorite coach.
favorite coach? I mean, obviously Coach Bud. I won a championship with him.
Coach Bud?
Yeah, I won a championship with him.
Okay.
Hey, my favorite coach is on my couch. You.
Oh shit! Hey man. First of all,
favorite coach?
had him in the game
My
too.
favorite coach, I think I'm gonna go with Monty Williams.
Monty Williams. I got to go with old Stan.
Stan
Van Gundy.
But you gotta ask him why though.
Why Stan?
Yeah, you gotta ask him why Monty, why Stan.
Why Monty?
Why Mont? Because more so than a coach, he was more like a mentor, father figure, brother, all of those things in one. So, and not only that, his exes, he was a really good coach. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Mont.
I'm going to go with Stan, man. Stan wore the same suits.
I want to say something so bad.
I want to say it too.
Say it.
No, man, I love
Say
Stan.
it.
No, Stan is, man.
Keep it. You might cross. Keep it.
No, I just remember one day, and never mind.
Say
Keep
it.
it. No, keep it. Keep it.
It's
Don't
the
listen
end
to
of the
No,
that.
video.
I'm not gonna do it. But Stan, no, for real, Stan is he's a really awesome coach. He was a really awesome coach. Rest in peace. His wife passed earlier last year, and I know that really broke his heart. So yeah, man, Stan's the man. Stan's the man. Hardest player to guard.
Hardest player to guard. That's crazy. I can't put my brother again in. I gotta pick somebody else. I think KD is one of the hardest to guard. I've guarded like preseason. I think he's like
KD.
Yeah, I've got him like literally. I don't say just because of guarding, it's because it's the game plan as well for him.
And it
it's
didn't
hard
work.
shit.
He said it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Hardest player, man, I'm gonna go with Melo.
Okay. Hardest player to guard. I'm gonna go with Pekovic.
He's super strong.
That might be the only person that I felt like I wasn't that strong.
He's super strong.
All right. Who's gonna win the MVP this year?
I want to say my brother, of course.
You gonna say your brother for all of them?
Of course, I'm gonna say my brother.
That's
You know
what you're
why?
supposed to say.
First of all, obviously, I'm biased. No, you know,
Yes.
I'm say like
Just-
of
yeah.
course I'm biased, but let me say why though. Can I give you the why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of the reasons I think like just because how the team started and how the team is going. The team started what? 2-8.
Bunk.
What is the team record right now?
Bunk probably still. I don't know.
What's their record?
What's the record?
12-9.
12-9. How many
Oh,
games
it's
do
the
you think
same
they
as the
lost?
records. Lakers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
They started 2-8.
2-8.
So
Right.
the thing that's so special, like I say this all the time, right? And this is the reason to me it's MVP. But do I have like 45 seconds to say it, or you want to go to?
Go ahead.
No, I won't say it now. Go.
Bro, I got Jokic.
You got Jokic.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question before we get out of here, because we've been here all
You
night.
ain't ask Trevor.
I
Sorry.
did.
I'm agree with bro.
Who's the GOAT?
And you?
I'm agree with Jester.
Who is the GOAT?
Who's the greatest? Who's the GOAT?
Who's the GOAT
When it comes to basketball?
when it comes to basketball?
I got LeBron.
Okay,
My
Bron.
GOAT. Love LeBron. Tell him I say hi.
It's hard. I'm both generation, bro. It's hard. It's hard.
So you got Kobe. You said,
How you going just throw stuff
you
out?
said both generations.
I have both generations that I've seen three amazing players play. I can't just pick, but I can't say Jordan because that means I'm not saying LeBron, which LeBron is us going through, and I can't say that without saying Kobe, obviously because it's based on championship. But that ain't the point. If I had to pick one, just one, I want to go with somebody who's not active. So I'm going with like Michael Jordan, who's not active. When LeBron finish, we'll talk. We'll see it again.
Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
change up my answer too. I'm gonna go with Kareem.
That's who I was about to say.
Cap.
I was about
he
to say
created a shot
Kareem.
can't nobody
It's
block.
amazing, right?
I blocked the hook
He
shot.
never blocked Cap shot.
I didn't block Cap shot.
Even probably at 60, he'll still fuck you up.
No,
with
he
that
won't. No, he won't.
shit. Couldn't block it.
Nah, but that's my GOAT. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What?
Jabroni.
Oh,
No, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I think, is the GOAT. People don't give him enough respect and flowers, but this man was cold. First of all, he was the coldest player when his name was Lou Alcindor. Then he decided to change his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and go even crazier. And he had the scoring record with not shooting no threes. Imagine how hard
That
that
is
had to
crazy.
be.
he created a shot
We
that nobody
see it
blocked.
all the time.
And he
Milwaukee.
created a shot that nobody can block. Jesus couldn't even get up that high that one time. I saw Jesus trying to block it. He got right up there to the top and missed that bitch with one finger. I said, damn,
That's
that
crazy.
shit crazy. But y'all just got finished watching the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard. We want to thank the big Greek, not the freak, but the Greek 300, Thanasis Antetokounmpo has joined us for the episode. We got the YouTube legend himself with over 22 million subscribers. Jesser.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me. This was sick. I
Yes, sir. And
appreciate
then
it.
we got my homie all the way from since we was little and skinny. He just didn't get no muscles. The champ, Trevor Ariza. Thank y'all for joining the show, man. We love y'all. Peace and love. Remember, we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. Peace and love. We'll see y'all next time.